Hey, 89, you need to shift back.
The party is about to get rolling.
Quiet down, gentlemen.
Alright, I just want to start by saying that, wow, there's 94 people in here. There's almost 100 people in here. That's super incredible to see. So, thank you to everyone that did come and for showing up to celebrate this wondrous moment. Obviously, I know some of you guys have internal stuff planned after this, so we won't try and make this take too long. But after we are done here with the wonderful celebrations, then we're going to go ahead and have some lovely Pick Patrol rounds, because there is going to be a lot more of us than there would usually be. But anyways, we're going to give everyone a chance to speak. We're going to have, if any of the regimental officers from other regiments that are here, if you guys would like to take a moment to give a speech of your own, you are more than welcome to. But we're simply just going to limit it to reg staff and reg heads and whatnot, because there's obviously quite a few of us here, so wouldn't want it taking longer than it needs to. But anyways, I'll probably save my speech for last, because it's probably the shortest one. But I think Solomon, I know you gotta go, and would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure.
Or you can volunteer someone else's tribute.
Well, do we want to go Ender, then me, then you?
Sure, that works.
How
Is that
dare!
okay, Ender?
Yeah, I don't care. Got my kids to stop screaming, so that'll be perfect. They'll scream in the middle of my speech. All right. I'm going to assume everyone can hear me. I'm just going to go through the speech as I have it written down here. Wrote this today because I figured it would just be Kevin and Solomon, the dads of the regiment, giving speeches. So, anyways, first and foremost, of course, thank you to all here that are in attendance. Every pair of virtual feet standing in the front of these flags has had a huge part in the success of this regiment. I could go down the list and thank everyone individually for their contributions to not only building the regiment, but also aiding in its continual growth and evolution. The reality is that most of it revolves around one man-child, or boy, named after a fat, chili cooking, oblivious character in one of his favorite television shows, Kevin Malone. He is an individual, has put an unbelievable amount of effort, time, and energy into turning this regiment into the group that we can all mostly be proud of today. He has faced rejection, stupidity, slander, and hatred, all with a smile on his face and a give-him-hell attitude. And for that alone, without mentioning the numerous other trials and troubles he is to bear in order to keep the cogs turning, he has my personal respect and gratitude, of course. It takes a special guy to do what he's done as well as he's done it, and not many people can say they have done the same with anything in life, much less a Civil War video game. This is, of course, not to denote all of the hard work of all the other founding and long-standing members of the 8th Connecticut, who have been here through thick and thin since the beginning. The myth, the legend, of course, Solomon, who has fought alongside Kevin since they were the 69th, and brings diplomacy, intellect, and sternness unmatched by others around him. Evans, who has well fought in the first battles and laid the groundwork for the 8th we know and love today, who brings a kindness and charisma, as well as historic knowledge that everyone who knows him is drawn to and comforted by. Names a lot of you may have not heard in a while, or may have unfortunately never got to meet, who put blood, sweat, and tears into the regiment as well. But due to unfortunate nature of time, couldn't be here as much as they wanted to be, but still sacrificed precious personal time to you guys hear blue, precious personal time to help turn this group into what it is today. Like some names, Pollo Guapo, fucking Wrigley, Hubbo Crash, Gideon, Butler, Joker, Radioactive, as well as many others who I cannot name off the top of my head or in this, so I didn't scroll that far through attendance. As well as men who still put the time and effort in today, who have been here since nearly the beginning, like Bilbo, Oddball, Sense, and again, among a lot of other names who still come around today. And to conclude, this regiment is the badass killing machine it is today, not only thanks to these individuals I've mentioned, but because of you. All the enlisted men, the NCOs, and the officers that fill the ranks today, as well as the pillars of today's union, like all the boys from the 5th Corps, all of our constituents that fight alongside us in all of our events, especially Kevin's love interest, Irish, that have made this regiment something worth being proud of. Understand this isn't only a game to a lot of us, and as corny as it sounds, It is a place where lifelong bonds have been built and will continue to be built. A place where friends come to meet and where new rivalries are born. A brotherhood. Again, thank all of you. This regiment has done something for me that I thought that I could never achieve in my life again. A true sense of pride in my outfit, and a place that I'm happy to call home. I love all of you idiots. God bless you all. God fucking bless the 8th. And everybody remember who's the best.
Hold on.
God damn, my hair is
Alright, Solomon, you're up,
my hair's
bad
standing
boy.
up right now.
Alright, gentlemen. Here we go. Buckle up. 2 years and 2 days ago, I met Kevin Malone. After leading the line out of bounds on Colquitt's defense, he invited those among him to join his new regiment. Said the group would be casual and chill. Hoping to connect with peers also interested in the Civil War, I said I was interested. I quickly realized there was no regiment. There were maybe 4 or 5 of us, yet we had no official Discord, had never met in drill, we had never even played an event. We were fresh out of the womb, a new baby in a sea of rebels. I realized I was part of something, that I could help be a part of something greater. At that time that the 8th was created, I was coming out of somewhat of a long depressive haze. I emerged from this haze with a new interest, that being the Civil War. This interest brought me to the game, and the game brought me to Kevin. This community and the space that we created has carried me into a new part of my life, one with clarity of purpose and direction. That is what the 8th Connecticut has given me. I can only hope that the foundation that I had the privilege of helping lay 2 years ago has given even a semblance of what I have to those around me. Over these past 2 years, we have had plenty of success. The creation of Ghost Antietam under the leadership of Kevin, the creation of Cavalry, D Company, and our battery, the creation of OB, and eventually the 5th Corps. Of course, there's the thing that I'm personally most proud of, and that's the creation of Warwick Brothers. You can even count some of our time in the Iron Brigade as a success if you want to. But with these successes come various failures, some that many of you probably do not know about. There's Jelker, there's the 5th Connecticut, there was B Company and its captain, and there's also Bloody Bayonets, just to name a few. But with each failure, we gained knowledge and experience that allowed us to succeed and grow to the point where we are today. But that begs the question, where are we today? We bring 35 to 40 men to an event. We are the dominant force on and off the field, and we are a major player in the wider community. People know who we are, and they damn well better, because lads, we are the fucking 8th Connecticut. When we first took that name, I remember Kevin saying that it was a huge opportunity, because there were no other Connecticut regiments in the community at the time. I did not know what he meant, but today it is clear. Our name and who we are is known across discords far and wide. For better or for worse, we have a reputation. And although we have our fair share of enemies and detractors, that is only natural with a group of our size and presence in the community. I want to make it abundantly clear that the 8th Connecticut and the rest of the 5th Corps make the community a better place. Standards of respect and morality that we hold ourselves to do not exist in other spaces. By having such a strong presence in our own events, we are making a space that demands that others rise to our occasion. Make the community better. I have 2 more things to say. 1, this regiment has far exceeded anything I could have possibly imagined. For that achievement, there's really only one man that we need to recognize. That man is Kevin. His commitment to this regiment is unparalleled, and he is the reason we are where we are. This is his regiment, folks. I'm just lucky to be in it. In many ways, I feel like the sole remaining member of the old guard of the 8th Connecticut. Some of my closest friends from the regiment are gone, or just less active. The regiment is full of new blood who have brought their own influence and spirit into the culture of the group. As I reflect on my time in the group, I must recognize that even though I may be an old dog, I am truly grateful for those folks who have come in and made this place their own, just as I made it mine 2 years ago. I especially want to recognize everything that Ender has done since his entry into the regiment. Over the past year, no man, barring Kevin, has poured his heart and soul into the regiment the way Ender has. For that, he needs our recognition and utmost respect. Lastly, I must recognize that the entire War of Rights community is incredibly privileged to be able to quite literally walk in the shoes of men who fought and died some 160 years ago. As I walked the hills of Antietam Creek last weekend, following the footsteps of the 8th Connecticut, I truly felt connected to the history that we so often take for granted during our fun throughout the weeks. The history that we engage through on a weekly basis has such a wide-ranging ramification in today's world, and we must recognize how fucking fortunate we are to be able to sit in front of a computer week to week and respawn hundreds of times over recreated ground where men breathed their final breaths. Thank you for letting me share my love of gaming and passion for history with all of you. Union forever and ever. Your Colonel, Gene Solomon. Huzzah!
Dang, that was a banger. That was
Great speech.
That was the greatest.
all right.
Gotta go
It
after
shall be my turn. Mine is far shorter, but I poured my beautiful heart out into it, and then I'll let the other guys here that are from other regiments say some fine words as well. But yeah, all right. Hello everybody. Hard to believe it has been 2 years already. It's truly been yet another amazing year. And I can't believe I have the privilege to say that. I'm so glad I've gotten to experience another year with just an amazing crew that I am so fortunate to have. OB and 5th Corps were really some of the most eye-opening experiences I think I ever achieved on this game, or really ever. Throughout our time together, I've met some really incredible individuals and people that I can tell you from experience will change the rest of my life. Friends are the family that you get to choose, and I'm really, really happy with my choice of family. I don't think I can explain in words truly how much this silly little game has impacted the rest of my life. You know, we play this silly little game about a war that happened a very long time ago, but really larger than that, we've created a community, and a community that's really done some important and incredible things. Something I think about a lot and is probably personally my biggest achievement was back when we did the St. Jude's fundraiser. For me, that was probably one of the biggest life achievements I've ever had. It was truly incredible to see both sides of the community just come together for a common cause, and I don't know, it was an idea I just happened to have a couple of years ago, and it kind of turned into something much bigger than that, and I'm really, really proud of it, and how well everyone participated in that, but I really can't thank you guys enough for that. You know, I think something I think about quite often is a lot of us here, a lot of the officers that are here. I know quite a few of us have had many disagreements, whether on field or off, but I'm very, very happy that people we have here are able to move past a lot of these problems, to work together and realize that we have a community here that we need to uphold, and that's the larger responsibility that we have. Really, we owe it to all of you guys for coming here and doing your best and putting in that work. And you know, we do this not just for ourselves, but for everyone here. It's for the most part a pretty thankless job, but I think you guys do a really good job of showing your appreciation for the most part. But I think what's really special about this place is I've never seen a community like this anywhere else. Any other game you've ever played in your life, I just think that the communities aren't as in-depth as a place like this is. And I'm not just talking about the 8th Connecticut or 5th Corps. I'm talking about in the events that we play, the communities that we have worked so hard to build and create and maintain. It's just honestly incredible what kind of community we have here. I really don't think it exists anywhere else in the gaming universe. But no matter what regiment you're in, all of us came from different walks of life. from all over the place. You know, we're from different countries, different states, different towns. Some of us joined at a low point in our life, and some of us joined at a high point. But either way, we all landed here, one way or another. We all landed in the regiments that we are in, the communities that we are in, and I think all of us can say that we're very fortunate to have done so. In whatever regiment you're in, you're really helping build and maintain a incredible community. And maybe some of you are brand new. Maybe some of you haven't even been to an event yet. You're not quite sure what's going on, but I can't even stress how much of a community this is. It's just one of the most wonderful places I have ever been in my life. And I really, really, really cannot thank everyone for all that they have done. All the regimental leaders that are here, all these boys put in insane amounts of work for really little to no reward. For the most part, it costs us to be here. It costs us a lot of money, and obviously the most valuable thing on earth, which is time, we all use to be here. So again, I really, really, really cannot thank everyone enough for simply just coming, simply just being here. You know, that's the biggest thing you can really do for whatever regiment you're in. Showing up and helping out, I think, is something that we as a community, as the union, really have done a really good job of. You know, we work excellent on field, and we work together very well off field. And once again, I'm very, very proud to call you guys my family. So thank you very, very much for coming, and thank you, Reg Heads, for all that you have done, not just for me, but really for the broader community. And thank you very, very much, everyone, for being here. I never would have thought that from playing the pubs a little over 2 years ago and having a little goofy idea that I'd start my own group, that it would advance to where we are now. So thank you guys very, very much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys very, very much for being here. And that's it. Huzzah.
Huzzah!
Here, here.
Oh, sure. Okay. I think Fatty gave me a tearjerker last year. You should go first. You got something, Fatty?
Got it. Yes,
Gave
I
me a
always
beautiful
got
one
something. I always got something for my Connecticut brothers. 2 years ago, I met Kevin on our drill field. A lot of people might not know the story. Some of you do. Solomon probably does. 8th Connecticut was formed, a smaller regiment. It came from another regiment. They asked to learn our drill cards. I have the honor of teaching Kevin 4th New Jersey drill cards as a corporal. What I love about Kevin is he's not your traditional commander. Y'all probably know that. Tell y'all. But the man is very smart and tactical in how he does his thing. When I have 8th Connecticut next to me, I know I'm about to raise some hell. There's a big thing, a stigma with the 4th, and I'll say it here. And the 4th sometimes gets sucks in our ways. You know, we're the old guys. We've been here. Well, let me tell you something. I think it might be time for us to step on over. 8th Connecticut has doubled in its size since just a year ago. What you guys do in this brotherhood, honestly, Solomon's speech, I mean, sorry, but if you didn't feel a little something during that speech, you are a sociopath. You need to go to church. I think his speech nailed it on the head, boys. We all do this because we all have this interest in the game, the Civil War, the brotherhood, the bond. Ender actually said it, I think, previously, that he missed his company, now he's got a company again. It wouldn't be that deep for me, I played sports, but the reality is 8th Connecticut has become a vanguard of this community. There's nothing that really goes on that 8th Connecticut really isn't a part of. You know, from our rival events, you know, 4th New Jersey used to run GOA, but we dropped the ball on them and gave up relinquishment. Kevin came in there and saved the day. And then Irish right after Kevin. The reality is 8th Connecticut has played such an important role from just 2 years ago, eating on a drill field, learning basic commands, now literally being one of the dominant Union regiments in this whole entire game. Point to where there are regiments that won't even come face us. They'd rather talk shit about you than even fight you in battle because they're too damn scared of the 8th Connecticut. What I would say to each one of you gentlemen is keep this brotherhood going. I came into the 4th 2 years. We've been up since 5 years. 8th Connecticut has everything it needs to be a superior regiment for even a decade. If this game lasts that long, or we live that long. The reality is there's no reason why 8th Connecticut isn't already considered an OG unit of this fucking community. And I would argue to anybody out there, those 42nd Pennsylvania fucks who've been here forever, I'd rather have 8th Connecticut on my side than 95% of all the units in this game. So on behalf of 4th New Jersey, boys, we congratulate you. We very much so appreciate you in battle, and to regimental command. Ender, I've gotten to know you a little bit. I think you're a great dude. I love the way you lead. You were killing me the other night. Honestly, Solomon is the yin and yang to Kevin, and that's how I've always felt. They are a perfect peanut butter and jelly match to run that regiment. And when I have either one of them, it doesn't matter if it's Kevin, it doesn't matter if it's Solomon, it doesn't matter if it's Ender. I know that 4th New Jersey, 1st Mass, 8th Connecticut, 5th Corps, 65th Illinois, 14th Indiana, 3rd USHA, 2nd Sharps are about to go out there and kick some fucking rebel ass. So on that note, boys, huzzah to your fucking 2-year anniversary. I look forward to being here next year at this same fucking day, same fucking time. Huzzah. Thank you guys for having us.
That was a banger. I think he might have beat us. I think that was the best one so far, honestly. All right. KK, you got something?
You know I do.
All right, get on up there, bad boy.
Hey, you jumped right over me.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Okay, I'm picking at you.
I don't have anything wrote down. I wasn't very prepared for this, but I'll be speaking from the heart. That's got to mean something there. So I've been playing for less than a year. I'm still relatively new to the War of Rights community compared to a lot of these guys. I will say 2 things about it. By the time I had joined the 5th Corps server and started going to the officer's debrief, I was already a corporal. So I'd realized that, 1, I was already too late to get my refund from Steam on War of Rights. And 2, I could not be more blessed to have, such a interesting collage of colleagues. I think very highly of a lot of the 5th Corps guys. I don't think there's anybody here that I would not want to go to battle with, especially amongst the officers, NCOs. These are some of the more interesting characters that I've had the pleasure of playing with, and I think very highly of the 8th Connecticut in particular. I know every time we go to battle and I see them out there absolutely thrashing the rebels, it gives me a little bit of a stiffy. Might just be me thinking about Kevin in a pinup, but that's one. But all kidding aside, I'm incredibly blessed to lead my regiment alongside the 5th Corps. I'm incredibly blessed to fight alongside the likes of Kevin and Irish and Ender and the rest of them. I know each one of these boys by name, and I'm very grateful to have their camaraderie. I don't really have anything else. I'm just, like I said, we're very grateful to continue to fight alongside you boys, and here's to 2 more years.
Huzzah!
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 That was beautiful. Alright. Alright, Rabbit, you got something beautiful?
I got one.
Something majestic? Okay, go ahead.
I wouldn't really call it majestic.
Rabbit's awesome.
So, as most of you may know, I've been a part of the War of Rights community for going on 2.5 years now. I've known Kevin for 2 of them, and I still remember the first time I met him was during Officer Court, and his first words to me are, "What are you, a retard?" And that's because I couldn't find the balance sheet.
Sorry, Kevin.
Now, most of you may brush that off, but to me that left a lasting impact of someone calling me out. And ever since then, I've treated him like a retard. Now,
Thanks, bro.
Now, a lot of you know, especially over here in the officer corps, a lot of us have big personalities, but no one has the biggest than Kevin himself. Every single time he's not in coordination, everyone knows it, especially because I'm asking, and if Irish is not there, I ask about that too, but mainly Kevin. Because the first time I ever saw his face was when he was wearing a Spider-Man outfit, and then the next time the Joker outfit. But all in all, what was that?
No,
Batman.
I was Batman.
Nah, whatever,
Irish was the
same
Joker.
thing. But either way, that is just how I look at the 8th Connecticut. A bunch of good guys, a bunch of fun guys, and you will always know it's 8th Connecticut running across an open field and never dying somehow. But all in all, I'm going to keep this speech short, mainly because I didn't write it. But love you guys. To another 2 more, 4 more, 6 more, whatever, I'll be here. Huzzah.
Thank you to get bigger. Thank you for sharing that tidbit. I did not know if those were my first words right. Okay, how many more? Oh no, we don't. Okay. I know Ronnie's got something good. You're up, Ronnie.
All right, boys. I'm gonna keep it brief here, but congratulations, 8th Connecticut. 2 years. It's a big deal, and I can't think of a better group to see hit that mark. Kevin, Solomon, Ender, you boys are fucking amazing. Everything we do in the field, I know that if I see any of your lovely faces or any of these 8th Connecticut boys, that you know, all is not lost. Hope is still there. And what you guys have here is special, and this next year has a big milestones in store for you guys and all of 5th Corps. And personally, I cannot wait. But seriously, congratulations. I could not think of a better regiment to fight alongside and call our brothers. Huzzah!
Hell yeah! All right. Devil.
All right. You guys hear me?
Yeah,
we got you.
Loud and clear.
All right.
What'd you say?
So, gentlemen, I will keep this brief as well, but I have heard when I first started playing War of Rights, coming back from a break, 8th Connecticut was always talked about in good light, and then having the ability to learn about you fine gentlemen and then to work alongside you has been a privilege and an honor, gentlemen. So 2 years is a big deal, like Ronald did and everyone else has, but I love that you guys are here and I can share this experience with you gentlemen. So huzzah.
Huzzah. Alright. Who we got? I know I missed someone here left. Oh, Cactus, you got something?
Sure. I'll keep this brief because I'm sure y'all got ants in your pants and are sick of hearing people talk and everything that my sentiments have been mostly covered by everyone else. That said, it means a lot to have groups such as the 8th Connecticut, as one of the larger parts of 5th Corps. You've been a great group of guys. When I first downloaded this game, I didn't think I'd be playing it this long. I didn't think I'd be this invested in the community. But I ended up doing it because of the awesome community that we've surrounded ourselves with not just, the 8th Connecticut, but all of 5th Corps. And it's great that we're able to get together and celebrate milestones like this to show that this group is able to persevere over, this extended period of time. Finally, to close this off, as some of you know, I grew up in Chicago in the 90s, and the way that we celebrate is by shooting a gun in the air like we did whenever the Bulls won. So this one's for you, 8th Connecticut.
He's reaching. Oh, yeah. All right. Coffin? Mr. Coffin Kill?
Yeah, hello. So, some of you may know that we are in a corps. If you don't know what that is, look it up. But anyway, when we first started our Orphans Brigade, I was a mere NCO, and when Irish was telling me who was going to be a part of us, they mentioned 8th Connecticut, and in my mind I was like, who the fuck are those guys?
did not believe that they will become one of our best and friendliest units that we'll ever play beside. I had the chance to meet Kevin in real life. He has the same energy as he does in Discord, so he is not a two-faced type of guy. So he is a genuine, very good person, and I am very glad to call him my friend. Can't wait to meet everybody else in the 8th Connecticut. I know this is about y'all, and y'all done some great works, and can't be more proud to serve right next to y'all. So long live the 8th Connecticut, and let's keep this going. So.
I'm gonna drop a quick half second of lore here, because I bet a lot of people don't know this, especially a lot of the Frick Railer guys here that are brand newish. OB was like kind of the first of its kind because it was both Union and CSA. So that was a really cool experience. But yeah, I totally forgot to mention that. But anyways, all right, worst for last. Irish, get up there.
Oh my God.
Get new material.
Congratulations to everybody that was able to just come out here and listen to a bunch of fat asses sit at a desk and talk about the real Civil War for 45 minutes.
Personally attacked.
I'm super glad to be here. I remember Kevin's 1-year celebration for 8th Connecticut and what that was like. And I'd have to go back and look at the records, but I think we had about 40 people in the drill camp, and we have right on 100. So congratulations. That's more than some regiments have in their Discord. So shout out to everybody coming out here and being a part of this. I think everything's just gotten bigger and better over the last year for 8th Connecticut and Kevin and all of his command staff. Numbers have improved, training has improved, the community's gotten better. That's a really big deal. Everyone always talks about it. It's like, we have, the groups here may not be within 5th Corps may not be the most organized on the field. We may not, follow Casey's field manual to the letter or anything like that. But holy shit, do we have a good time? I would rather lose with Kevin in 8th Connecticut. And I've lost with Kevin a lot than win with some of these guys in the wider community. So I'm super glad to call Kevin my friend, and I'm very happy that we have this relationship that we do with 5th Corps and all of the lovely gentlemen here and our lovely boys in blue. If you want to have a V in front of your name, just find me behind that tree. But Kevin and me are probably going to raise our kids together in a cabin in the woods in Minnesota. So, huzzah.
Unabomber
that's
type
it.
shit.
Thanks. Alright, if you have not...
you were done talking, I get it.
If you have not already... is there anyone else that has any officers that have the courage and that would like to...
So, this guy right here...
But anyone that is not up here...
I got this. I volunteer as tribute, sir.
Oh, okay, you're not an officer, but I'll let it slide because it's
Yes, see, I've got the courage to do it. Right. So, little bit of a fucking story for you boys. When I joined back in, fucking September of last year, I didn't really expect it. But being in the 8th Connecticut has fucking good. I've never had much fun in a video game in such a long time, and being in this regiment, thank you boys, thank you for telling me that I'm breaking up. But anyways,
you're welcome.
I like his accent.
But there is the absolute brotherhood and for the boys mentality is strong in this community. And I would like to thank every one of the officers in the Corps and the Midwestern Brigade, all the boys that can show up the GOA and War of Brothers. I also want to thank you boys, the common soldiery, because without you boys, we wouldn't have we wouldn't have this community, and that's what makes it so great. So I want to thank you guys again. Thank you for building this community. You guys really mean a lot to us. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love you, Hawk. Enjoy the baby.
Alright, if everyone would now do me the honor, load down weapons if you have not already.
Fourth New Jersey, load.
Second Wisconsin weapons.
Get your gun.
First, Maryland.
Maryland, get your blickies at the ready.
Get that blicky goddamn woo.
You ready to blow?
I want to do the right thing.
Explode.
Alright, we're going to, for the sake of not wanting to shoot friendlies, we will fire into the sky. But yeah, before we get this last volley off, I'm just gonna remind everyone, if you would like to, I know, like I said, some of your regiments have stuff you're doing after this, so you guys are good. But for all the 5th Corps boys and anyone else, we're gonna be doing some pickup patrol after this. We're gonna do 3 rounds of pickup patrol. So if you'd like to stay and kick around for that, feel free to do so.